They told me boys don't cry or play with Barbies. So my whole life I've tried my hardest to be the man that they wanted me to be.
Tests are finally over, and you guys picked Hisuki as for what I call you guys. Anyways, I wanted to tell you guys that there will be no more shoutouts for the remaining of the video series, because I just want to cut to the chase, because it's very feels, and with the shoutouts and this whole entry thing, it's not gonna be feels anymore. Anyway, guys, do not hate on Kageyama. He's a good kid. I love him. Please just don't. Anyways, too many anyways. Enjoy!
Year 10, January 1, 2023. What shouldn't was. It's such a great story, right? An ongoing story that no one could go against. But do you believe in parallel worlds? We have wings only our soulmates and wingless can see. We have the fatigued and fatigues, the literal Grim Reaper and the literal world. So you believe me, right? If I told you that there was a parallel world, because there is. I, Hinata Shuyu, wrote on this journal, yet I, Tsuki, the moon god, should have been born as 𝒔𝒕𝒊. To make you less confused, I'll be writing myself as moon. Well, I'll write 𝒔𝒕𝒊 as the body I wasn't born with. It was never me. Every entry before this was never me. There was never a 𝒔𝒕𝒊 that loved Hinata Shuyu, because Moon was trapped in the body of Hinata Shuyu, because 𝒔𝒕𝒊 loved Kageyama Tobio. Moon was supposed to be born as 𝒔𝒕𝒊, yet Moon got born as Hinata Shuyu. And he, the love of my life, the sun god, he got born as 𝒔𝒕𝒊. Every entry before this was what should have been, and it did happen in a parallel world that will never be our world. 𝒔𝒕𝒊 never awoke as the fatigued. Yamaguchi Tadashi died in his sleep, right in front of Moon, or maybe Hinata Shuyu. His death caused by Kageyama and 𝒔𝒕𝒊 having bonded, and collapsing in front of the bed of Yamaguchi, Moon remembered. I remembered. And the first thing that I remember, the earth was made so that the sun god and moon god could walk upon it, fall in love, and rule it. The earth was made for 𝒔𝒕𝒊 and Hinata Shuyu. And it nearly ended. It should have ended. But he in the body of 𝒔𝒕𝒊 was happy with Kageyama. And I fell in love with him. I fell in love with him who was in my body. I'm far from a narcissist, but he was so happy. He was so happy. And I wanted that to last, even if it wasn't with me. Kageyama Tobio was my best friend. Imagine the shock. Imagine my pain when he handed me an invitation while wearing a ring. A ring given by TsukiHina FanFic. I had to smile through it. I just had to. He was so happy that I was going to be his groom's best man. So on January 1 of 2020, instead of Suki and his wedding broadcasted to the whole world, I attended the wedding that started every disaster of 2020. Millions died because of me, because of my cowardice. But I let them rest. Before their last breath, I gave them the life they should have lived had I told TsukiHina FanFic. They dreamt about dying of old age before eternal rest. But I guess I'm not that much of a fighter. I can't hold on anymore. I, Moon, 3 years after TsukiHima's wedding, will end the world. I guess this journal was to remind me of what should have been mine. I love you, he. But the world cannot continue as my body deteriorates. After all, 𝒕𝒊 is the literal world. But I found out that TsukiHina FanFic is needed to sustain the world. Before I end the world, I need to tell you everything. Maybe with a club, or once wingless crows. We never did get to do the block Yamaguchi name for us in that world. It was the cutest name, he said. What was it? Celestial Block? I don't know. After all, only clips of what should have been appear before me from the parallel world. And honestly, the parallel world visited when all of us were here. Always is and never will be yours, 𝒕𝒊.